On the march, the empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
InfoWars Life and InfoWarsLife.com is extremely excited to announce our latest release, Winter Sun, a revolutionary type of vitamin D3. Winter Sun is a premium quality vitamin D3 nutritional supplement. It is produced by extracting oil from healthy, nutrient-dense plants known as lichens. Every batch is analyzed for purity and D3 content. It's completely free of toxins and allergens. Simply put, if you want the best at an extremely low price, this is it. Winter Sun is the result of our pursuit of the best source of vitamin D3. The research and development took over 2 years, but the result, as verified by independent laboratories, is the best vegan vitamin D3 product in the world. Read the facts at InfoWarsLife.com about Winter Sun Vitamin D3. Not only does vitamin D3 promote a healthy mood, but vitamin D supports our memory and brain function, something the globalists are targeting. Visit InfoWars.com today or call 888-253-3139. Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems and enhance overall health. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com oil of oregano formulation, a highly advanced nutraceutical form of this key herb that has been traditionally used by civilizations for thousands of years to promote health. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market, sourced from top leading manufacturers to ensure a concentrated level of bioactive ingredients, extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules. You will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. Wild crafted from the Mediterranean oregano species that experts agree is one of the most powerful and most challenging to acquire. This winter season, it's more important than ever to secure this true form of oil of oregano. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with Super Male or Super Female Vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put two and two together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Show today, I'm going to shoot like a 5-minute condensed report for InfoWars Nightly News that we can then post tonight and send out to CENTCOM, to SOUTHCOM, to NORTHCOM, and just counter the disinformation they're giving the military. And so I need Rob Dew and crew to go ahead and compile. I've got probably 20 or 30 of the articles right here. Army Times, Stars and Stripes, Rand Corporation National Stabilization Force document, footage of the military going back decades with different operations. We've got it all, from my police state film Training to Confiscate Guns in America, and then the guns being confiscated during Katrina, and then the Army colonel on the show admitting gun confiscation drills. This is admitted. They admit that they're deploying military on the streets. They admit that helicopters and troops on the streets is to condition the public to end posse comitatus, and they basically eroded posse comitatus down to nothing. And we need the footage of them going into over half the houses in Boston looking for one guy, dragging women out by the hair, pointing guns at them. It's all a giant militarized power grab to condition the military, the police, the general public to accept our conversion our transmutation from a free republic to a third world tyranny. And what am I getting at? Because I'm not going to get into it today, or if I do, I'll do it in the second hour. But I want to put together a condensed focus report showing all the admissions, all the articles, Forbes, AP, USA Today, Washington Times, with the Army War College and the drills admitting their training to take on gun owners, veterans, conservatives, pro-lifers, Christians, the Fort Hood documents that we got last year that were on Fox News after we got them. The Army leaked them to us, saying you'll be court-martialed if you're an evangelical Christian or part of the Tea Party. We've been slated as the enemy because we're real Americans that know what's going on. And so we put out the report from Army.mil, and now today they have Stars and Stripes countering us. And they say, we can't verify these reports put out on the internet because a firewall won't let the Army get to the document. And you know that's what they did. It was on the Army's website, and then they basically hid it. And so now they're saying, we can't verify the Scrib website, the document site. Oh, yeah? But we are doing this drill, as they say. No, it's real. They did this with the MIAC reports and all the rest of them. At first, they'd say, we can't verify for about a week, so they could say we were making it up. And then later, oh, okay, yeah, it's real, uh-huh. Same tactic with the FCC not releasing their regulations for 2 weeks. Stars and Stripes, Army Special Operations Command pushes back against alarmist claims about upcoming exercises. And they go on and say, we're endangering lives, but they won't even name us because they don't want folks going and actually reading what we're saying. Let me tell Stars and Stripes something. Your own publication has probably had 20 articles in the last 10 years admitting that Brigade Homeland and the plan to then, over the next decade, that started a decade ago, to transition 400,000+ troops from active duty to Brigade Homeland, to have brigades in every sector of the country, and to merge with the threat fusion centers and the police. Everybody knows the military's training with the police secretly. Everybody knows who they're training to take on. They'll do public drills out at Camp Mabry where they'll have a guy in a mullah beard, you know, in a mullah outfit, being chased by helicopters for a bunch of tourists to watch. My cousin was on that duty a few years ago, and my dad went out and watched it. It was just ridiculous. That's for public consumption. We all know what really goes on the basis, and we know who you're training to go after. Basically a cross between Grandpa in a John Deere hat and John Wayne. And we know about it because of the military, and we have literally thousands of documents. And then we have my film, Police State 2, The Takeover, that has the actual document given to us by an FBI agent in Belton, Texas. And Officer, what's his name? Officer Smart comes over and says, you can't videotape this. And then the FBI pulls up and gives to Mike Hansen, my camera guy, on video, says, here, you can have this. Now, I told you, get out of here. And then he got in the car, and it said restricted. And I still don't know the FBI gave us that on purpose or by accident, because the guy got in his car and drove off. And by the way, it had been previously secret. It had previously been secret. I said I'd go to your calls. It's just so frustrating to sit there and watch Stars and Stripes play stupid and go, we don't know the document's real. The Army can't get it. Oh, yeah, we can't. But the Army does say that they are having this operation. And then they'll spin it. We're against the Army. And, of course, it's so predictable. We want lives to be lost. The document refers to hostile insurgent pocket. I'm so sick of all this. I'm sick of them lying to us. But remember what was in the Washington Post last year in 2014? CIA domestic propaganda legalized. Let's put that on screen for new viewers who are doubting us. That means lying to you, supposedly legalized. Propaganda now legal in the U.S. They've been doing it forever, but now they're doing it on a massive scale. I'm going to search engine it. Let me go to the old NSA interface. It was in Foreign Affairs. It's a publication of the Washington Post. Propaganda legalized in U.S. Let me see if that brings it up. The NDAA legalizes the use of propaganda inside the U.S. That's Business Insider. The Defense Authorization Act. The newest version of the National Defense Authorization Act includes an amendment that would legalize the use of propaganda on the American public, reports Michael Hastings of BuzzFeed. Oh, you know what happened to Michael Hastings? His car blew up. He said, Homeland Security's coming to get me. I'm running for my life. Boom. The amendment proposed by Mac Thornberry, and then it goes through it. And by the way, it was adopted. Here's Foreign Policy, the Washington Post. This is the one I wanted, the one I'm pulling up right now. U.S. repeals propaganda ban, spreads government-made news to Americans. You guys do a great job finding stuff. Just for some reason you have trouble with that one, so you might be searching news instead of web. If something's about a year old.
Oh, the one you're looking at is Foreign Policy. We're looking for Washington Post.
Yeah, no, Foreign Policy is a division of the Washington Post. So you can also go to you can also search Washington Post and find it. But it's fine. You guys are better than I am at searching this stuff. Anyways, there it is for you. I guess they'll have Stars and Stripes come out and tell me I'm lying about that too. Oh, no. Where is it in here? We're endangering their lives with our lies. That's right. We're as bad as Al-Qaeda, folks, as you know, because we don't want to turn our guns in. Okay, I'm going to shut up and go to your calls. Chris in South Carolina. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Yes, sir. I was calling about mixing nukes. I had an idea of what they possibly could do with these nukes for a while. And my opinion is they got a lot of psyop going on, and just like they got the race thing going on, they got us going and saying that, you know, the Tea Party is going to, you know, go with ISIS and so on and so forth. Truthfully, in my opinion, I believe they know that America won't believe that, and so they're using that and in pretext to actually to keep us, you know, more or less kind of confused.
That's right. There was an Army War College training drill about 4 years ago predicting and in a simulation that the Tea Party on the East Coast, I think in that drill it was Georgia, had linked up with ISIS and Al-Qaeda. They didn't say ISIS. And it's just totally ridiculous to claim that the Tea Party would ever work with radical Islamicists. I mean, that's just total bull. But they don't care. They want to sell narratives that are upside down to demonize their enemy. So, go ahead.
But I really believe what they're doing, because you see how they pulled that thing out with Russia, where they were talking about they're going to send Russia's home in body bags. Now, a few months back, Russia invaded the airspace, if I'm not mistaken. And our air, you know, they had brought stuff over in our airspace. I want to say it was the Gulf of Mexico.
No, they've been coming into East Coast airspace, Alaskan airspace, and Gulf of Mexico airspace.
I believe what they're going to do is keep Russia. They want to take down Russia, and this is almost like a kill two birds with one stone thing. And
sure. So why do you think the nukes are missing?
I believe the nukes are missing because they're going. Around that same time was the time that all this stuff was going on, and they started causing these things in Crimea. I believe that they're using that, and they're going to actually say that the nukes are going to hit us, and Russia did it. But that way it brings everybody in unison, including the Tea Party and everything else, because we need to fight back against Russia.
And they want to disappear the nukes so that they can have plausible deniability and maybe refit them with different isotopes so that they can fingerprint it to the Russians. You know, I used to think they'd have to do that, but they've dumbed the public down so much, it wouldn't even matter if experts came out and said the isotopes show that it's a NATO weapon, because reality doesn't matter anymore. You got a good point, Chris. That could be it. Let's go ahead and, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't want to say hey to you. She's been begging me. Would you mind saying hello?
Sure. What's her name?
Her name is Alyssa. Hold on one second. Alyssa.
Right here.
Hold on one